Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Starsector. As we continue to plow through the 95A update, you can see that I do have two story missions that are sitting here available to me that I do want to continue to go through. One is to continue to dig into this system, hiding after hegemony crackdown. We're looking for Cilla over here, and we've seen somebody in a space station who pretends to not know who she is. So we'll have to go and look for some other clues. We may have a little bit more traction with the Calitor archive, so we shall see that there. However, another thing that I do want to just point out here is the contact system that I haven't done as much with here. This was the guy that I thought we'd be talking to at the beginning of last time. I'm going to go and click develop contact because he is of high importance. This is Ryan Arroyo, who we did meet previously. There's going to be an awkward burp here in just a minute, but there we go. Develop this contact. So, I guess this means if we go back here, we can go ahead and do this. And one of the reasons I do kind of want to go back to one of the Tri-Tach areas is that if we look at our factions and everything right here, Tri-Tach likes getting in fights. I'm at max rep, but there's not really a lot of things that I'm going to be buying from them. So, I think it is probably time, because our income situation is very healthy now, because we have one planet that can literally pay for everything else here, that we don't quite need this 95,000 like maybe we did before. So I think we are appropriately at a point where we can resign our commission. We've certainly done enough work for Tri-Tach, and we've had some fun times, but I think we're big enough to go independent now, which is really exciting. So before I screw things up, let's go ahead and manage the colony. We still have all these buddies here, but one other thing that I want to do is to pull out of storage some of our drop ships. I don't know if I need to pull all three. Maybe I do. Maybe that's a big enough bonus. By the way, on the open market, can I buy ships here? Doesn't look like I can buy ships. I can certainly sell ships, but that's still storage. So open market, yeah, interesting. Okay, repair our ships because we're here. We do need to get some more supplies. We do have some things that we need to sell and put in storage. So let's go ahead and do this. We have yet another cryorhythmic engine. Apparently that is the thing that I am getting from everybody this save. We could even store some heavy machinery, but we might be able to sell it. We need to get our Marines out here though, and I may need to pick up a few more Marines. Our crew situation's fine. So we'll probably sell that pirate blueprint to somebody else. We can dump those organics on somebody. That won't be a problem. I feel like we might need to get some more fuel as well. We can just start selling some of these things. Maybe, I don't really want to sell the plasma cannon because we're not that desperate for the money. But some of these things I can start selling to pirates just to see if it makes them more fun and dangerous. Also, I don't need this many gamma cores anymore. So we are just going to go ahead and give some of those up. I do want to keep the alpha and beta cores for now. So that is a thing that we're going to do. We'll even sell the high-tech blueprints. See if we can get our pirates to be just a little bit stronger here. I think all I need to do is sell them on the black market. So resource stockpiles. We want, I think this many supplies is fine. And maybe 1,000 more fuel. And we'll see kind of what we can pick up here. Alright, so let's get moving. We're going to resign, and we're going to go play in the core worlds a little bit today. Sounds like fun. Okay. So probably the first thing we want to do here is we are going to go back to visit our buddy over here at Tri-Tach. And one thing I'm going to do here, instead of trying to dump a bunch of cores for money, I'm going to try to dump some cores for reputation. Because I do, those are kind of like things that I can keep banked for reputation. And this is as good of a time as any here. There is a mercenary patrol pursuing pirate raiders. I really hope we don't have pirate activity in our system with all the security that we have. Now, the thing is that we may end up having some pirate activity in our neighboring system. So here's maybe our last commission paycheck. Oh, we got kicked around anyway. We are still getting these little supply dumps We're not getting anything like super exciting or interesting. Eventually, that tech mining will dry out and we'll need to replace it with something else, but honestly, I may do that sooner rather than later. So we're going to be getting some more missions as we fly around places. We are where we need to be. So let's drop in here. And let's see, we have a really big corporate trader over here. So let's go ahead and repair our stupid ships that got stupid damaged. And Ryan Arroyo, what do we got here? Arroyo, make it quick. And oh, it's you. What do you want this time? We could say I found gargoyle. There may be some expenses. Ah, I see. He says. He raises a gold ring finger. Don't tell me a single word. It's gargoyle. I know very well that I don't want to know what that absurd vandal's planning. I'll pay the bills that show up. That's the deal. He grimaces, and I'll forward my invoice to Provost Baird so that Ivory Tower Puppet Master can appreciate how much he's ringing me for. Now get off my comms. Okay, let's talk to him again. Do you have any work for me? He looks thoughtful. Just give me a moment. Some new targets have come up on the docket, he says. If you took a contract to handle one of those bounties, it might just get the brass off my case. I need a shipment of fuel, so how about it? So let's look at the bounty docket here. Let's do a more challenging target for 170,000. Really? Okay, we'll do it. Fuel procurement for delivered here. That's 3 light years away to Port Zay franchise. I'm literally right there already. Really, delivered to Port C franchise station. Due to the importance of this shipment, I'll ensure that you're paid 80 per unit, so that's fine. Sava Web and arrange a delivery. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now. Oh, that's right, because it's down here, isn't it? It's one of these. All right. So let's go ahead and just take care of this real quick. We'll do simple deliveries. What I should be doing is, since I picked up some other trader stuff, I should be dealing with that as well. I forgot to resign my commission. I forgot to quit. That's how much I hate my job, I guess. All right, we're just gonna go through here, fly around, and call it a good time in hyperspace storms. And we get hit by one anyway, so nice. Let's see. Good old-fashioned irresponsible flying is my favorite. Alright, so we'll go to Didi. We actually got knocked way past it. We're going to get knocked all the way back if we're not careful. Alright, somehow I managed to hit shift to make that work. Okay. So this is fine. We're right here. There is a pirate base, Lost Astropolis as well. So we can see kind of what they're up to. So open the comms. Hey, Sava. You must be Asher Wells. I was expecting you. I believe, yes. It says you're delivering 400 units of fuel. That's just literally free money. Repair ships again because we got hit by things again. That's very exciting. We can just sell some crap on the black market. Wow, local deficit for organics. That is, that's some good luck there. So we'll definitely drop you guys off. And are there any deficits anywhere? Maybe chorus. That's fine. Let's go buy some marines because we're going to need them. Local fuel deficit. We don't want to deal with that too much. That's not the best price for those. It's a pretty enticing price for these things. So let's go ahead and buy these here. Tri-Tachyon military, you got 24 of these. They're needed in Valhalla. So we're going to buy all your crap. Alright. While I'm here, actually. Doesn't seem to be too many other places that have really ridiculous prices for these. And like I said, money's not really an object here. But let's go ahead and open the comms directory. Let's talk to the station commander here. and I'd like to resign my commission here. Are you sure? You'll be missing fantastic opportunities to advance your career. Tri-Tachyon rewards those who reward themselves, after all, and all I need to remind you of, those in the company might see this as a sign of weakness. Well, I'm sure. Okay, so we improved our relationship with the hegemony. We lost some rep with Tri-Tach. And the Persian League is still improved. Okay, so that's fun. Apparently we really pissed off the hegemony at some point. I don't know why. I mean, I have a bunch of cores. I could totally trade back to them, but let's see if we can get some more weapons from Lost Astropolis real quick. Like, they'll know it's us. So we're going to consider our military options. Launch a raid. To acquire some valuables. They don't seem to have weapons. Okay, that's a little annoying. I could technically go for a lot of those. That'd be okay. Luxury goods. Harvested organs with minimal losses. 400 units of drugs. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we lost 26 Marines, but we got vials of goodies, I guess. Alright, so kind of just beat them up on the way out. Anybody else that we can buy from? There's an abandoned station here. Yeah, let's work our way towards Valhalla. Gotta get my buttons right here. So there's Valhalla. We can turn in some stuff to the hegemony here. What I should check is see any other places that sell weapons for pretty cheap. Coolman does. I was just there, so if nothing else, we can drop these off at Yema if this doesn't work out. And then we'll make our way down a little bit further. Like I said, it's not like the biggest or lowest profit in the world, but it is still profit. So we'll let the pirates do their things. We're no longer commissioned. We quit. So we're going to try to avoid all these hyperspace storms this time. See how that works out. Should work out okay. But yeah, see, now we're not going to get jumped by everybody. That's a plus. So Coleman's here. Let's do the old transverse jump. Derelict ship, by the way. Where is it? All the way over here. And oh man, it's in that ship graveyard. And the very depressing blue giant system. Alright, so you're a patrol. So we're gonna do this thing. You have a ton of weapons. You have a ton of black market weapons. Okay. Let's make some money. Drugs here, also a pretty decent price. And that's a lot of money for these, but let's see. We should be able to flip a lot of this. That's not a great price. This is a good price. It's a little too good of a price. Okay, we can afford and literally go for broke here. Alright, so 900 and something weapons here. We've got to be suspicious as hell, right? Oh, no suspicion at all. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? I'm glad that you think that we are good upstanding citizens. Actually, we do want to go by Curus anyway, because they have good prices for that. So, okay, so we've just made ourselves some decent money here. Let's see if Valhalla works, because we can totally drop off some goodies with the hegemony here. And we'll see if we can make things happen before we do some story stuff. It's one of those things where it's like, I know we're later in the game. I know there's story stuff to do. But I still need to, if there's an opportunity like this that comes up, I need to take advantage of it. So that's exactly the plan. Alright. I'm kind of getting knocked around over here. Fortunately, getting knocked exactly to where I'm trying to go. Alright, so let's see. We have security patrols fine, so we can't actually knock off our transponder here. Repair ships. Nobody beat us to the punch, so that's good. Alright, so Curus is a place we still want to go. 400 units on the black market. And local deficit. Whoa! Hold up. Is there a reason that this... Okay, this must be new. Okay, you know what? I will happily take all that money, and I will happily take all of that money. That seems pretty nice. Do we have anything in system that would help with the deficit? Not really, but I suddenly feel a little silly for not having other things here. Still sells for 609, even after all this stuff. That's pretty good. Might be better than Kuras. Like, how much do? We get nearly 1 million if we go like this. Alright, are we selling all of those for 690? I'm too tired to do the math. Let's just go ahead and confirm here. So we made a lot of money. Our suspicion is extreme. You know what? That's okay. Because we just unloaded everything except for the cores. And, alright, so what's this patrol going to do at this point? We're going to go over here to Razelvig, hopefully. I mean, the patrol might try to stop us in a second, but... No! Okay, they're patrolling the system, but they're not coming for us. Alright. Actually, this is disengaging from the platform here. So it looks like the hegemony Tri-Tach fight is still working out here. Let's see real quick. So some of these things are pretty good. Some of these things not quite as valuable here. We lost some Tri-Tach reputation. Trade with enemies. Trade with enemies. Wow, guys. Okay, well, everybody wants to rule the world, don't they? Here we go. You're just traveling. Open the comm directory. We should be able... if we go to the administrator, here's some AI cores. Please like me. A little bit. So 200% reputation gain. Like, it's... I don't really care for the hegemony, but I don't care for being this low either. So it's like, look, here's some AI cores that I'm just... apparently these were badly behaved ones that I'm just putting in the wood chipper now. So let's go to the magic system. See what happens next. By the way, while we got some money, let's look at our colonies. I should probably wait till the end of the month to do this, but... way station, spaceport. Let's add a high-tech orbital station, because that'll help with stability. Look, we have some access now. That's good at Umu. Patrol HQ, way station. So yeah, we're that's just because we got rid of the hostilities, because we're no longer commissioned with Tri-Tach. That's where it's like, you know, we just want to be friends with people. Is that asking too much? Apparently it might be. But Patrol HQ should be good here. Anything we need to build, Hantu Raya, I like where this is going, and you're almost fully built up. You have a battle station, so you're fine. Jing, orbital station. We could turn you into a battle station. That wipes out all of our money. I'm going to hold off for just a bit because Jing hasn't been particularly in danger lately. So we're not going to be bothered by that right now. I'll keep a little bit of a nest egg because I have a feeling I'm going to be upgrading some places soon, or if we get even more money. Screw it. Okay, nest egg achieved. Upgrade battle station. Once again, we don't have a commission. We just have all the income credits here, and this is where we're definitely in the end game. And everything's rolling. Our colonies took longer to roll because of the high threat, but this is okay. So this is magic. What are we supposed to do here? Go to Nova Maxos in this system. wherever that is. Alright. So we're going to pop on down here. Call it a good time. We're going to actually turn off our transponder, even though they totally know who we are. We could totally destroy this system, by the way. Take a shuttle to visit the dockside bar, trade goods, hire people. You could consider our military options and actually destroy this place. You could steal a corrupted nanoforge just outright. I don't think we want to from the Independents, but it's good to know that we can. Could steal a bunch of their heavy armaments, but obviously we're fine on money. We don't have any beef with them. We don't have any beef. We're just considering. So, Gargoyle Storage Unit. You take a shuttle down to the main spaceport concourse. Leading a landing party of bodyguards and techs, the reception lounge ceilings are low, the old tube lights flickering. But the new Maxions are proud of their makeshift polity. Some locals catch your crew eyeing a dripping life support conduit and smile, nudging one another. The address given to you by Gargoyle leads you to a rundown logistics ring that looks like it used to be failing tramp freighters and smugglers, or it looks to be used by. You ask the young desk clerk where to find the unit numbers for Gargoyle posted. Yes, you must be Captain R. Boring. The clerk squints at the desk terminal nervously. You log away this little joke from Gargoyle and say, that's not terrible. I was told you'd be arriving for a cargo just a few minutes ago. Please come right this way. Hey, Loke! There's Loke. The clerk stares at you, or starts to lead you through a back door. A light bulkhead lock, but freezes. A pallid man in a featureless gray uniform stands on the other side, a spot of gray. In the darkness beyond. Master Loke, sir, the clerk stutters. I wasn't expecting, if I'd been told. The man, Mr. Loke, you presume, smiles blandly and says, I will show the captain the way. Loke simply stops paying attention to the clerk, shifts his attention to you. Starts smiling. He nods encouragingly for you to walk in the darkness beyond the portal. This sounds like it's going to launch us into space. Master Loke leads you past rows of sealed storage units into a large loading bay, some that smells of organic compounds is leaking. Still smiling blandly, Loke stops and with a wave of his hand unlocks the storage unit and speaks to you softly. When she heard of this, Jorian told me she thought it was very funny. She wanted me to come and make sure you got what the gargoyle asked Alyssa to make for you. His watery eyes stare at the storage unit. It must be a nice thing. So I'd say, who are these people? Instead of answering, he gives you a respectful nod and says, goodbye, then walks into the shadows of the warehouse. You shake your head and turn your attention to the storage unit. Inside you find a single standard shipping crate. You motion the techs forward and they approach the various hardened scanners. You are in no hurry to be the butt of another one of Gargoyle's jokes. The lead tech starts reporting power source, anomalous neutrinos, and minor hyperwave phase distortion. The entire crew of the technicians take an unconscious step back. Hyperwave phasing technology has poor reputation, and it's never been known to fit in so small a package and remain stable. An hour later, as you are finishing your second hot drink at a nearby cafe, the techs give you an all-clear in your data pad, concluding that this strange, as the device is, seemingly hand-built one-off hyperwave transmitter of some kind, it should pose no immediate danger. So we move it to the flagship. Alright, on the shuttle ride back to your fleet, you ponder tactics for inserting this device into the Atslin hyperwave relay without being spotted by the Hegemony Patrol. A small, fast detachment could do it, or phase ships using fields of lower sensor profile, or with a little luck you could find a quiet moment between the patrol rotations. So, Calator Archive, and we got a story point for that. So, Atslin. Well, let's double check Atslin real quick. This, if we're going to Atslin, which is not too far off, and they want us to put something in the relay that's near Coddle, we need a phase fleet, and that's fine. We can definitely do that. We have a bounty deserter down here. That's to develop a reputation. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do this fight real quick. Locating the Gamma whatever star system. And then we'll come back here and do a little more searching for Cilla. And how are we doing on fuel? We're not doing great on fuel. Nova Maxios, it's your lucky day. You have literally no fuel for us to buy, but a lot of supplies. I guess that's fine. I mean, their fuel's not very expensive. Any other systems that we can buy from here? Try Bets and also Kanta's Den. Alright, we got a little more shopping and stopping to do. It would be really awkward to be this far in the game and just run out of fuel near the core worlds. So, black markets. I didn't go to the place where I can dump these, but it's fine. So, fuel, that's fine. Fuel, that's fine. We'll dump these too. We'll buy your legit Marines too, isn't that fun? We'll buy your illegitimate Marines too, that's fun. Alright, so are you a patrol that's going to be happy with me, unhappy with me, something with me? It should be okay. I don't have my transponder on and nobody said a word. So I'm going to stay in the asteroid belt just to make sure. Oh, just so I can keep hitting my giant fleet against it. Really? Really? I blame my captain, whoever that is, for this. So Kanta's Den. It looks like you all have plenty of fuel. Local harvested organs deficit. Well, that's a shame. Alright. Let's see if we can launch a raid here. So we have pretty good strength. They have decent defenses as far as things go. They don't have... Okay, that's moderate losses for not a lot of gain. That's light losses for not a lot of gain. Recreational drugs, minimal losses for quite a bit of gain. Luxury goods, that's a lot of luxury goods. Better than domestic goods, although that's a lot of domestic goods. So that's potentially... there's a better flip ability for luxury goods. So we are literally raiding this place to like get fancy hats. Lovely. While we're here, anybody want luxury goods? Kanta's Den does apparently. Whoops. Or Orlando kind of wants them too. And you know what? We'll actually kind of be back on the way over there. So let's go visit our bounty. Just real quick. As we once again keep bumping our ships into things like a big old moron. Wow, that's a lot of pirate raids that are not coming for us. Good to see. So we got patrol HQs, we got a bunch of other stuff. We totally went the wrong way, so I'm going to fly nice and slow through this. I should have checked the map to be like, what's the best way to fly around here, but I didn't. So we're going to work on developing that contact a little more as well, because I'm pretty sure he is a contact that can give us a fairly interesting mission here. That's a medium beacon. We're not too concerned. We're going to the next star over. In fact. Alright, so if I were looking for a dude, it's probably that dude, right? Is located... The star is located in the star system somewhere. Well, that's helpful. Really? Did they just transverse jump out? No. Okay, we just bugged out. Alright. Let's continue here. I'll bring myself. We'll bring Space Raptor and friends. We'll bring like you guys. Alright. Target practice. Here we go. Let's do the thing. Because we can always reinforce in case shit gets crazy, but it shouldn't. Alright, so drop a mine over here. We just want them to turn their shields. Actually dropped a mine on their staff. That's actually a really good shot. Alright, so what we're going to do is drop a mine over here. Kind of get behind them a little bit. Oh man, I missed the shot. Ah! I have got to get better with those Reapers. Drover's kind of a small target though. But even then I got to get better with the small targets. Fortunately, didn't hit my own ship with the Reapers, but it's fine. Can lay mines even while I'm out. Interesting that these guys have some ships that shoot a bunch of little lightning bolts. Don't know what that's all about. Okay, put some added pressure here. Get you just a little bit confused. Kind of try to overwhelm some of these systems a little bit. Should be fine. Ah! Well, we got him with the Reapers that time. So that's a little bit of improvement. They tried to get away. We'll pursue them with like an eagle. Still didn't kill them all. Not even going to worry about recovering ships. Not worth my time. Can double tap. Okay, anything else while we're here? Looks like there's something near the exit. Alright, so we got a little bit of relationship. Wow. That's right, that was actually kind of a valuable bounty. Let's go back over here. And we'll see what else we have going on. Plus, we're going to need to resupply at some point. I thought I'd be able to knock off some pirates for some supplies. That doesn't seem to be the case. You are another Lumen. We're just going to leave you alone. Alright, any good pirate places I can do. Could always raid the Ludic Church. Could raid the Ludic Path. I was supposed to go over here. So maybe we'll do that real quick. Once again, this is economic as well as raiding concerns. So we have a few less supplies that maybe I'm comfortable carrying around, but this will be okay. Our monthly income is looking strong. Our colonies continue to grow. Both of these are actually pretty close to being full grown. I love this one's pulling a profit now. This one we're pretty much paying in to have our security system, so it doesn't have to make that big of a profit. I may still end up putting commerce here, though. It just depends. We have... which one has tech mining? This one has tech mining. So if we switch out from tech mining to something else, we should be pretty good. And Coupe is just going to be... We're going to put heavy industry there next, I'm pretty sure. Since we didn't do it yet. Because it seems like a good spot for some heavy industry. So I would love to have some Pathers try to step to me. I think that would just really make my day. So, we're here now. We have Beholder Station, we have this path base, we have an abandoned space dock. We have an independent, not really independent world, and we have a pirate base all the way down here. So let's transverse jump down here. I can't go dark and transverse jump. Alright, so they'll probably know it's us. I'm not too concerned about what the rakish woman at the bar is doing here. Cantus Den is where they really want some of the luxury goods. Once again, I stole these, so I can just figure out what I'm doing with them eventually. Yeah, these prices all kind of suck, except for the supplies. That's okay. We're just going to take what we need by force, right? Alright, so supplies. With minimal losses, we can get a lot of supplies. Could get some drugs for not really worth it. Get a lot of ore. Get way too much ore. Actually, try to open up a coronal hyper shunt with that much ore. Alright, I think this is fine. We lost 16 Marines, but we are resupplied. Thanks, guys. Alright. Now, next thing is that we're going to have to deal with some patrols potentially. So we're going to try to kind of stay outside the ring over here. So we have a faithful convoy. Pretty sure the Ludic Path still hates us. But if we can just raid all the way over here. We're going to try going dark. I don't think that's going to work too well, but we're going to try. Yeah, we've got a lot of patrols here. And somebody kind of detects us here. Alright, but do you want anything to do with us is the question. It's an unidentified fleet. So everybody's kind of leaving us alone. We're like a big ball of death that's kind of sneaking around a little bit. Anything we can buy or sell? Not really. Oh, luxury goods are illegal to trade on the open market. Alright, so that's kind of a bust. Let's just see, in case there's any good prices on anything. Not really. Domestic goods. The problem is nobody really needs domestic goods right now. So we're just going to raid them for fun. Because that's what we do. Heavy armaments. Man, we'd actually lose some people here. Harvested organs. Don't really lose people. Heavy machinery. Don't really lose people. Luxury goods. Wow, we could just take all of theirs. Or we could take food. You know what? Let's do it. Let's really screw them up. I do not even care that I don't have enough cargo space for this whole haul. This is just about sending a message. It's like these aren't worth very much. We're just being mean at this point. You know, we'll even leave some metals here. That's cool. All right, so we raided. Look at all those cargo pods that we're just abandoning here. Let's see if we can get out. We have some tiny fleets coming our way, and we're out. Look at us! We just came out of nowhere. Who would have thought? All right, so back to this place, and I may just literally dump some stuff over here. Really? Really? Okay. I'll take this fight. What? Okay, you guys are like, why are you intercepting my fleet? You're friendly because you thought we were somebody else, didn't you? Really? Independent fleet assumes a neutral posture. Okay, Captain Asher, you have information which my employer would like to share with them exclusively. She waits patiently content to let the silence grow. What information is that? I think you know perfectly well. You came here to find something or someone. You appear to be traveling with purposeful intent. Really? Are you sure? Because I've kind of been going back and forth everywhere. My employer believes that you found what you're looking for and would like to share that information under exclusive terms. And who exactly is your employer? My employer, the Merc Cross Arms, who is interested in exclusive access to your information, who has a passion for discretion. Okay. I don't respond well to threats. Oh! The Merc tilts head a few ways. Did I make a threat? You get nothing from me. After you reply, the mercenary sits unmoved. A full 10 seconds, then she closed her eyes and nods. I see. The Merc opens her eyes. How disappointing. Good day again. That's it. You're going to leave? That's it. Until next time. So we're that threatening. You know, I don't want to accidentally go to war with independence over this, so I'm just going to leave. That's fine. That's kind of funny. It's like, oh, they're returning to Chico Matzak. So I have a feeling that they, the hegemony sent them. Isn't that fun? Let's turn the transponder on, I guess. Kind of boring, but we still have our orbital station over here. We're apparently looking for clues. Search the Izira system. Talk to people who might be involved in hiding her and search for signs of her research. So let's search for signs of her research. Install and run a snoop algorithm. A 2-spacer team does that, and now we wait to see if it does its work. After 10 hours or so, a comms officer informs you that the snoop is complete. A team of officers and specialists proficient in tech ops, etc. says the team has finished a detailed analysis. Decrypting what you can, but we've got a pretty good idea of the big picture. It looks like most of the major factions and a few freelancers and underworld agents have been showing an anomalous level of activity in this system. There's plausible explanations for this, of course. What tipped us off was some sloppy infosec by a Pather infiltrator, of course. So here the comms officer pulls up a communication ID and a League ID summary. Who am I looking at? Jessen Galagos. All signs point to a Pather infiltrator. The ID does not hold up to scrutiny, as you can see. Yes, the big picture. They slipped up here, mentioning Cilla by name, though misspelled. That tend to discover a simple code system used by which it appears to be a cell of Pathers operating at the habitat here. So, the League ID of not Jensen Galagos is joined by a handful of more IDs. So, lots of communication, both text and holo. They think that she's on the habitat, but they can't get close to her. And they don't think the identities will hold up to a security check, which is correct. It sounds like they're asking home base to call in some big guns, whoever they might be or whatever. The full report will be completed within a shift, but you know what you need to do. But you know what you need to know. With only one piece of evidence that she is there, you'll not be absolutely certain that this will not be dismissed as merely circumstantial. You need to find one more piece of corroborating evidence. Oh boy. So we're just doing some busy town mysteries and just investigating all the things now. That is a Shepherd class drone. I don't think we have too much going on over here. Maybe if we go to this Groombridge habitat, that seems conspicuously placed out in the middle of nowhere. So I just happened to see a makeshift sensor array could also work, but I feel like swept up in some other stuff here. We can search for a hypercom receiver here. You assemble your sensor officers and it says, a preliminary scan of the habitat rotates slowly in the holo projector's display. Theoretically, a hyperspace interacting field could be pulsed only periodically and be impossible to detect unless we caught it at the right moment. We don't know the schedule. So the same principle could be applied to the intrasystem relay. Data could be cached, then pulsed to the habitat. As the reactor shooting rads like it is, no one would look too close or hang around too long. Only one way to search. A rad armored drones, only one-way trip. If a relay's in there, it'll have a damn strong rad shield. So we make it happen. Your bridge crew does the thing. At the turn of the next shift, the armored drones are prepared, and your ops chief oversees the deployment. You follow the progress as the shielded from your scans is too radioactive to get a good read. Even though we're in the distant future, that's still the case. With sharp details, an anomalous shielded mass is found soon enough to be a damaged work bay. Close proximity to deadly core of the station. Tech and comms begin discussing how to breach and hack the relay. Your ops chief growls an interruption. If I were them, I'd rig it to blow up if it got looked at funny. The officers go quiet. Sensor speaks up. We just have to intercept an in-system signal, right? Assuming it's a tight cast, we could just deploy a cloud of detectors. Your ops chief looks at your sensors officer and sighs. Do it. Within the hours, the establishment of a makeshift detection cloud, the relay sends a comm squirt. The whiff of an outbound signal is projected by your navigator to your flagship, and it points towards this same habitat. Not quite, but close enough. Maybe a relay in orbit. We just have to follow the path of the beam. With two different pieces of evidence, you feel confident that you have sufficient leverage to confront the authorities, and it's time to go back. All right, well, that was some happy guessing and checking to see if we could find some stuff. So that's always good. And there's even more money. We have a lot of supplies, not a lot of fuel. Actually, we do have enough fuel to get back to our system, but barely. So if the fuel prices here are right, then maybe we buy something here first. There's a friendly mercenary patrol. Hey guys, it's us. We just want to trade goods and buy some fuel, right? That's fine. Do you guys need any? You guys don't need any stuff. Wow, apparently domestic goods are in high demand, so I'm kind of glad we borrowed a bunch of those. You all don't really need that. You all don't really need that. Okay, it's cool. So, comm directory. Hey, Hopper. How you doing? So this time we have her giving us the runaround and say, I know that Cilla is on the station and I can prove it. The Archon freezes up, stammering, of course I. Now's the time to drive it home. What inconvenient truth will you reveal? Tell about the Pather cell or tell about the secret hypercomms relay? Let's tell about the hypercom relay. As you upload the salvage logs, you explain to the Archon Hopper what they show. That you discovered a secret relay in the derelict. As it has been receiving transmissions from an array of probes around the distant star. As this array was compromised by a scavenger for that end, and the Archon goes pale, so pirates or even Pathers could be. You nod. The Archon shakes her head. How could this happen? They said there'd be no wild experiments. Tell the Archon about the Pather cell, so even better news here. You explain that you have intercepted comm logs that reveal that a cell of Pather terrorists has infiltrated the habitat under false identities to track down Cilla themselves. They know about the League intelligence safe house, and they have requested reinforcements to finish the job. As the Archon reads her uploaded log analysis, she pales even paler. Wide-eyed revelation. We are just a small piety. Semyong told me no one would even know. And now there are Pathers crawling around the lead-crusted walls. So let me see Cilla. You don't owe the Persian League anything. I'm under strict orders to keep intelligence matters the Persian League policy secrets. She sounds defeated. So you could say, orders from Karazhan, I can see who really runs this place, or she's a free citizen of the League. Does that mean nothing? Well, I'll do this one. It's not like that, the Archon Sweaters. Lekal is free and proud, small, yes, but strategically important, and not tied up in the nepotistic gen politics of Kazaran. They don't understand. Out here, we have to work for a living. We face risk those fools can't imagine. What kind of deal is this League if they won't wipe out that pack of pirates hold up that's been hounding us for cycles, and the fleet taxes? You know what? You're right, she says. The Archon's voice steadies. It's time to show them who Lassail, or however it's pronounced, belongs to, and not a bunch of Kazaran gen babies tracking dirt onto the fine station. Captain, take a shuttle. Meet me at the executive docking ring. Let's go see this Cilla ourselves. The Archon doesn't await your reply before she pounds the comms disconnect. You're left staring at a spinning crest of the Habitat's Executive Council. So, we're going to leave, and I'm actually going to stop the recording here for just a minute. What we're going to do next time is start with this going to the safe house. So I'm just going to pop out over here. And one of the main reasons I'm going to leave is just because, just in terms of time, some other stuff has come up while I'm recording, which is fine. But we're making some progress, and hopefully here we can kind of punch two things home. So I still need to get... well, first off, I need to return back to the Mr. Arroyo here and see if I can develop this a little bit. I need to go get a phase fleet so I can drop this off, and we'll see where this goes. But not a lot of fighting, some trading, some talking. That's the nice thing about Starsector, is that there's always different things that you can do that's available to you. I actually didn't refit this thing at all, so that's a little silly. But that's it for now. This is Asher with Starsector. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to tell me if there's anything you want to see, any suggestions for stuff that I've done. But we'll do this again soon. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.